is February 4th. Tomorrow is February 5th. And I wanted to do the 29 Faces February challenge by Ayala Art. I'm already 4 days behind. Tomorrow I'll be 5 days behind. I want to catch up. Last year I worked on 12 by 12 scrapbook papers. These are the 29 Faces project that I did last year in 2017. I look at these and I go, wow. When I did them, I really like that one. When I did them pretty fast. I didn't consider them to be anything exceptional. I was just having fun with them. How fun these were to do. I really had fun putting the fine line paint applicator on here. This is text. This is a quote, and then I went over it with watercolor and ink tints, and it makes a really fun embossed background. The same way here, I did some designs with the fine line paint applicator and went over it with watercolor and ink tints, and it's very embossed in the background. I had a lot of fun doing these, and I actually finished this challenge. I think this was probably the end of it here. Some of these were done after February. This was February 28th. I start on March 1st here, and I did these pages, are just some pages extra that I did. Of course, it's my mother and father. There's some extra portrait style pages that I did. This is Tom Thumb and his bride. And these were just of an older lady. I think I got this off of Pixabay. This is one that I did for a promotion for graphic stock. So those were my 29 faces in February of 2017. So it's already going to be February 5th tomorrow, and I haven't started on my faces yet. I do want to do this challenge. So I sat down this afternoon and said, what am I going to do? I had started drawing on that adding machine tape, those tiny faces. And I thought, do I want to do tiny faces for the challenge? And then I thought about it, and I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to carve some small faces on erasers. They are not meant to be realistic ones. I am going to stamp them first in my stamp-off book, here where I've been stamping off my Society of Idea Collectors and things that I carve off. Do you want to see my first 5 sketches? This is what I've done. Now, I'm not sure how many I'm going to get carved during this session. I may get 1 or 2, but they are meant to be very graphic. This one is meant to be very angry. I'm not sure about his nose. I may change the design of his nose, but I may leave it that way too. This is a guy who's just kind of, huh? And this is a gal, and she's got her mouth open, and he's a happy fellow. So I'm just going to play and see how many of these that I can do for my 29 faces. I have 5 white erasers. I also have a package of pink erasers, but I will need to go to the store and get some more erasers to carve. Now, you've seen me do carving before. All I do is I cut out my design, and I take a soft pencil and shade in my design and stamp it off on my eraser. I thought I'd come back and show you the process of transferring the design from the paper onto the eraser. This is the one that I transferred for day 1. Now I'm going to do day 2. Day 2, this face has a definite look of surprise. And then I take my pencil. It's a soft lead drawing pencil. It's an HB pencil. Let's snip this off. Then I like to put the top of the head up here at the top of the eraser and the bottom of the head down here, because when I stamp, then this falls very secure up here. I know I have the top of the head there, and then I'm stamping like this rather than trying to stamp like that, if that makes any sense on these erasers. So I just take my soft lead pencil and go over my sketch. I sketched it in ink. I think I will have an entire set of fun face stamps. What I'll use them on, I don't know. I might put some on envelopes. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to transfer it like this. I'm going to put the top of her head up here and let the bottom come down. And then I take my bone folder and I just transfer that soft lead off of the paper onto the eraser. It's not difficult. There we go. Then I take an ink pen, just a regular, this is a Bic pen, and I go back over it to detail it so that I can see better where I want to carve my designs. Kind of fun though. I'll put more white space in there and bring that eyeball over, bring this eyeball over a little. So this is for day 1 and day 2. Then I take my Speedball carving tool. I've got a number 1 V blade. And I like to put my eraser or whatever I'm carving on, if it's small, onto the back of one of my ink pads, because that will secure it while I'm carving. And then I'll go through and carve out all this white space. Now it's really hard for me to get up close to it while I'm filming because you'll just see the top of my head. So I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do, and then when I'm done carving both of these, I will come back and stamp them off. I have my 2 stamps carved. I'm going to put them in my projects section, because this is really a project that I am doing in February. So I will put the designs themselves that I sketch out right here. So there's February 1st, and here is February 2nd. And I'm going just right here, carved stamps, designs. Now let's see how they actually stamp out for me. I like it. I do like it. So, two, 18. So by the time I get, that little blue is already on the paper. By the time I get 5, 10, and 15 over here, I'll have a page of interesting faces. How fun this is to do. This is really going to be a fun project. I will see you on the next page.